Welcome, Sens Talk.
Took the lines in, feeds it back across the strike, and scores! Brady Tkachuk makes it 2-0. Paul Giroux, hit alone, scores!
Tim Stutzock cross, Tkachuk score! The captain, Brady Tkachuk, buries it with 1:18 to go.
See you later. Go, Sens, go.
Before this video begins, I just want to say that tonight at around 6 o'clock, be on the lookout here at youtube.com/SensTalk for an over 30-minute long season preview where I go over each single line in the forward core, each defensive pairing, the goaltending tandem. I take a look at the X factors as well as to why the Sens may or may not make the playoffs this year. The guy we're talking about in this video certainly has a big factor into that, and everything in between. So with that, stay tuned for that video in a few hours. But with that, enjoy this one. Welcome to Sens Talk. My name is Brandon Plant and I am your host. I'm sorry in advance for the loud noises in the background. I'm literally recording this during my break at work, but my goodness, how can I not record this during my break at work as the Ottawa Senators and Linus Ullmark, baby, have signed a massive extension with one another, as Linus Ullmark will be remaining as an Ottawa Senator for at least the next 5 years. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Ottawa Senators just locked up a Vezina-winning, elite, top 5 goaltender. Arguably, I'd say top 5. I might get some heat for that. Just gotta preface by saying that. For 4 years at $8.25 million per year, $33 million in total. They also have an extra year. This year, he has his original deal with the Boston Bruins, making it 5 years at the minimum with an elite, Vezina-winning, top 5 goaltender. I'm saying it, top 5 goaltender in the National Hockey League. The deal also includes a full no movement clause, which means he has control essentially on whether or not he wants to leave. The Ottawa Senators can't just trade him to dump his salary, which, by the way, speaking of his salary, it's literally the exact same amount that Jeremy Swayman signed with Boston for. Obviously, albeit, a few more years there for Swayman and Boston. But I love the duo, connecting on that yet again. Those two are so inseparable, and you got to think maybe there was something in play there. Maybe they were coordinating with one another. They're just that in sync. But back to the Ottawa Senators and Linus Ullmark. My goodness, this is a home run deal for the Ottawa Senators, purely because Ottawa finally, after years and years and years of signing goalies and trying different goalies out and giving them massive contracts, all for them to fail, it seemingly appears that is over. As Ottawa, I don't know about you, none of the other goalies we had were Vezina-winning goalies with top 5, top 10 save percentages in every year they've played in the National Hockey League. By the way, Ullmark in his career, 918 save percentage, 2.51 goals against average, 138 wins. Not too shabby. Not too shabby for a goaltender who has a lot of hockey left in his NHL career, under 300 starts. So this is a great deal for the Ottawa Senators. This is a goaltender, unlike the other ones in the past. I already saw people on Twitter saying, we've already tried to give goaltenders, big contracts. It always flopped. This one is different. Those goaltenders did not have the pedigree that Linus Ullmark has. Those two other goaltenders weren't coming off a Vezina season and a William B. Jennings trophy season just a couple years ago. Those goaltenders didn't put up 915 plus essentially in every season of their NHL career. And by the way, with the Buffalo Sabres, people are going to say, oh, Linus Ullmark, he's just had a really good defense in front of him. He's not a good goaltender. Nonsense. Don't let people persuade you to believe such nonsense, all right? That is complete and utter nonsense. With the Buffalo Sabres, Linus Ullmark put up plus 910 save percentage on average. This guy single-handedly almost brought one of the worst defensive teams in NHL, or I don't want to say NHL history, but in the last 10, 20 years, to the playoffs. With the Buffalo Sabres, Linus Ullmark arguably was as good as he was with the Boston Bruins, and he was way younger, by the way. He was a rookie. He put up a plus 910 save percentage in essentially all his years with the Buffalo Sabres, which, by the way, were not exactly known for their defensive coverage and their defensive play, all right? So my point is, as a rookie, he was elite. As a guy rounding into form, he was elite. And now, as he's 31 years old, which is basically the prime for goaltenders, who knows what the future has in store for Linus Ullmark and the Ottawa Senators. This guy might even get better, if that is even possible. And again, I will say it in my video tonight, as I already mentioned. I have the season preview video for your Ottawa Senators. It's over 30 minutes of coverage. I spent like 5 minutes just taking a look at Linus Ullmark and essentially how Linus Ullmark alone can bring this team finally back to the playoffs after 7+ years of missing it. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What a signing for the Ottawa Senators, having 5 years of elite goaltending is unbelievable. And I have to say this as well. I mentioned this on Twitter. You know, it's such a breath of fresh air and really shows that this organization's finally going into a different direction, because this contract never seemingly was in doubt. I never felt like this was not going to get done. I was confident in steady Steve Stais and Michael Andlauer to get this done, and clearly I was right to believe that, because they got it done. They got it done before the regular season even begun too. We thought they were going to go into the regular season without a contract. They got it done before the season even begun. That really shows that this organization is finally entering a new era. They're in good hands, and the aura, the vibe, the perception of players and the Ottawa Senators is beginning to change. Linus Ullmark today in his press conference even said he wants to be part of that change, changing that narrative, changing that culture. And Lauer and Stais have done a great job of doing that as well. I know this sounds cliche, but the future is bright, and the new era, frankly, is here. And it's so obvious when you lock up a star goaltender, a Vezina winning goaltender, a top 5 goaltender like that, like it's nothing. That's how you know this organization is in good hands. And more so, just contrast that compared to the DeBrincat fiasco and Chychrun and whatnot. It's a steady change of pace. So with that, Linus Ullmark, enjoy all the IKEA meatballs you can, buddy. Hopefully IKEA gives you free meatballs, frankly. You're gonna have a lot of those over the next 5 years minimum. But yeah, what a contract. Had to do a video, and just so fired up. I can't believe they got it done. And finally, as a goalie myself, I used to play goalie. It's so awesome to see Ottawa finally have a new franchise goaltender. They've been searching for it since Craig Anderson. And who knows? I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Linus Ullmark, when it's all said and done with his career with the Ottawa Senators, could ultimately become the best goaltender in franchise history. I'm saying it right now. But with that, Ollie, let's go, baby. And with that, I'll also see you all tonight for my season preview video, 30+ minutes of free Sens content. So stay tuned for that as well. We take a look at all the lines, all the pairings, the tandem, the X factors, everything in between. So stay tuned for that tonight here at youtube.com/SensTalk. And with that, I'll sign off for now. Go Sens, go.